Yo, 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 what's going on, chat? What is going on? How's everybody's day? How we doing? By the way, Cicada Babe, I see you playing Minecraft. I'm calling you out. Bruh. I knew it! See? I knew it. I know all. What's going on, people? How's everybody's day today? It has been a long day. It's been a long day. Oh, there you go. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Oh, boy. Man, there's been a lot going on in the Kalonline community here in the last couple days. They did, I guess I would say, a notice, more or less, last week after the Korean server got their big update that we've had for a while now. Seeming the Koreans gave him some backlash, and I don't blame him. You've been looking forward to the stream all day? Well, here we are. I was thinking about doing Valorant, but people kept asking me questions, so I was like, you know what? We're just gonna do a live stream. And that way, if they don't catch the stream, they can catch the VOD or the video up on my YouTube channel, which it will be going up after the stream. So if you missed part of it, you can always go watch the rest of it there. But oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Man, there's a lot in this notice. I got it pulled up on my other screen here. Where to begin? Where to begin? So what they said was, here, I'm just going to move this over here, that way I can see it proper. Said, hello, Kalonline players. Now, this is on the 24th of March. We are well aware that the environment that has changed through the large-scale balanced update has caused a lot of confusion for our customers. I'm really sorry that I couldn't find enough explanation and understanding. Now, before continue on reading, I will state that the Korean translation isn't always the best, so I'm going to try to... If you hear me stumble a little bit, it's because I'm trying to figure out what exactly they're trying to say. And also, you'll hear me say, I'm really sorry. It sounds like the actual director or the upper management was actually writing this himself. It wasn't just some random customer support agent that we're known to getting into crappy customer support centers that we are so well known to having for us Kalonline players. But continuing on, from that one statement, they said, however, Kalonline needed changes to go further in the future. Fast level jumping and a structure where only strong skills can be played. All areas are filled with auto players. The lower monsters were becoming a simple, non-discriminatory game that could be killed without taking any damage. This is not Kalonline. So that was actually huge. And a lot of people were kind of pissed with this most recent update where evasion, absorption, and defense doesn't do jack. You could have 3,000 defense, or you could have 10,000 defense, or vice versa in any one of those stats, and it would not matter. It would not matter at all. Now, when them coming out and saying this, I completely understand why they stated this. Did a bunch of people get permanently banned? Yeah, I'll get to that. Some people actually got unbanned today, so I'll be going over all that. But staying on topic here, what they said is makes sense. What they're trying to do is they're trying to stop botters and people with macros and whatnot. But the thing is, botters will always find a way, no matter what. So you're not ever going to get rid of the bots. Is it good to make it harder on them to bot? Yes. But to make it hard for everybody else trying to play, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot there, right? I don't think they should have taken such a drastic change. I think what they need to do is they know where the bots are. They know where people autoplay, and it needs to be monitored. I mean, several years ago, they cut off half of D1. Dungeon 1, the whole left side doesn't exist anymore. It's just blocked off. And they thought that'd prevent the bots, and it clearly doesn't. So restricting monsters or making the dungeon less populated with monsters, it's not going to change. That's not the answer. I think in-game game masters or admins need to happen. And personally, my own opinion, they need to hire one or two people outside of Korea to monitor the game when they are not online. That includes the weekends. Whether it be an actual player, like a notable, respectable player, or just outsource. I think it needs to be done. Will it ever happen? Probably not. Too much sense, they'll never do it. You're right. Things make sense, we're not going to do it. But so for everybody being so angry on why your stats don't count, I understand it. But that's the direction they were going when they said that. Oh, I don't agree with it one bit. I don't agree with it. But I guess this is the kind of state we're in, and hopefully they will fix it sometime soon. Because I did send in a CS several weeks after the update. I mean, I would pull it up. It'd take me a few minutes to actually pull up that information, but they did reply back, and they actually said they are aware that the defense, evasion, and absorption isn't working properly, and they are trying to resolve it. I don't think they really know how to do it without giving the bots free reign anymore. So, hopefully they'll fix it soon, but we all know it's going to take them time. It's going to be several months. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Sucks for all those melee classes because you get absolutely ripped to shreds like the God of Sword, DS, UG, etc. Ranged play right now is the go-to if you're playing, for sure. So archers, mages, shamans, etc., etc.
Thank you for being a friend, you woo.
Thanks for the $20. Ooh. Appreciate the dono. Too bad the bot couldn't say that as exactly how you wanted it. Maybe I'll have to change up his voice command. You woo. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You woo. Okay, continuing on with this notice that they were talking about. So they said it is not possible to maintain the existing balance to continue the new content. Not 100% sure what they mean by that. I'm assuming they're going to try to add more stuff to the game, or at least I'd hope so. And I hope it's not just another dungeon like Infinite Tower or D7 as we know it. I know the D7 and the Infinite Tower actually got changed. However, it's pointless. I don't want another dungeon. Pardon me. I don't want another dungeon. I want to see an expansion of Valley de Va or a new area completely. That's what I would like to see. And something that's not reliant on gongs. I don't want to have to sit there and change water gong to earth gong to wind gong all the time. It gets a little expensive. Especially if you don't have like elaborate plans and all that. They screwed up the animals' running speed this time. Oh, great. Yeah, I haven't got to any of the in-game stuff yet. We're just going over the notice. I'll have to check that out. So then they go on talking about the public test server that they ran and feedback and whatnot. And they go out to admit, they said, however, I admit that there are still many shortcomings. Therefore, all valuable opinions received through customer centers are checked without omissions and improvement measures are being prepared. Okay, so they kind of listen because some of my CSs they were responding to. But then it came to a point that everything was just an auto message, which everybody knows the last 2 weeks everything has just been an auto message. And everybody's pissed, and rightfully so. They have not been transparent at all. Zero transparency. I say continue to send in your CSs. I hope they get better. I really do. Only time will tell. I think the people that were in charge prior, like 2 months ago, were really good. They were really good on giving us feedback, responding to our CSs, and trying to be as cordial as possible. But this last month, everything's just been auto replies, and I think it's because their CSs probably have been a little bit overwhelmed. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, your players are pissed. I don't know why it took them so long to bring out this notice that they did last week. It should have came out last month. But here we are. I would say if you have a complaint or any suggestions, definitely keep sending in your CSs. Let them know, hey, this is what we want. This us as players, this is what we want, and then hopefully they'll implement at least a majority, if not a minority, of what we are requesting. So, hunting difficulty issue, which has been kind of an issue. They did an update. We'll get into yesterday's update as well, and we'll actually do some testing in game. Monster stats have been changed based on level to eradicate autoplay, which used only skills without equipment or accessories. But now you need all four things: equipments, ability, passive skills, active skill level for a smooth hunt. Again, that was them trying to eliminate the bots. We know that you're struggling in a space where you used to play due to the sudden change. We constantly monitor the play patterns of our customers, the growth experience points, and increase and decrease of monster distribution, and we adjust the difficulty level to compromise. First of all, we plan to reduce the monster's attack power and increase/add potion recovery next week, which was actually yesterday. We will do our best to set the difficulty level for each hunting ground as soon as possible. Related information will be announced through a separate notice. So they did that yesterday. Seeing they did that yesterday, we're actually going to get into those patch notes before we continue this notice, because it's going to start going into grade 100 items and whatnot. So some of these, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to test because I just don't have the gear to test these skills out. I mean, if somebody wanted to let me borrow some gear, I could definitely go and test those out, no problem. But, so it says balance fix, multi-hit skill bug, fixed a bug where the total damage was added by the number of consecutive attacks. So now what that was is those numbers that would pop up over your character's head when you're playing. It was getting added up wrong. And I did test that out last night, and it is fixed. Also, God of Sword Advanced Rush increase attack power. I did ask a friend. He said the damage is up, but it's not enough to notice. He said he feels like it's an extra 10% on top of what you're doing before. So instead of doing 100,000, you're doing 110,000, which, again, I can't confirm this information. It's what I was told. I mean, 10% is really not a big... It's not a big increase, especially it's not one of those skills you can use on a mount, which sucks. Imperial General, they did a bunch of cooldown reductions. All the curses went down from 300 seconds to 60 seconds. Except for buff remover, sight interruption, arrow of silence. But the thing is, didn't they remove the curses? I'm going to open up another client. You're not going to see this. But I'm going to log on my IG and see if they added the curses back. Because I feel like they removed a lot of the curses when they did the big skill update. I'm just going to log in and confirm that they actually exist. Let's see. Hey, boo-boo. What's going on, friend? Okay, so the curses are there. What am I thinking of? Let me go back. Arrow of Silence. Arrow of Silence. That's the one that silences mages, or, well, mana users. So the Shaman and the Ascetic slash MA. Yeah, this skill doesn't exist, so I don't know if the Korean server still has that or not. The Arrow of Silence skills for the IG. It says in the patch notes from yesterday that the Arrow of Silence cooldown was 300 seconds down to 120 seconds. But I'm looking through my skills. I have another client open just to check. Yeah, that skill doesn't exist. So unless they removed it from the English server, and kept it on the Korean server, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe that's something people should send to CS about, getting that put back in the game. Because honestly, having that in a PvP utility is pretty huge. I wouldn't say it's necessarily overpowered, but it's the utility is pretty good. Okay. Anywho, on to the next set of skills. The Rising Shaman, which is what I am actually. It says decrease the cast time of Dead Man's Hand, which is a skill here. It was definitely decreased. It's definitely a lot faster. Instead of having like a 1 second cast time, it's like a half a second. Which honestly isn't really a big deal. Skata Babe, thanks for coming in with a gifted sub to Mr. Fatty Cakes. Baker's Man. Bake me a cake as slow as you can because I'm trying to cut down on my sugars. But anywho. Next one is the Spirit Shaman, which is the Buffer Shaman. Everybody's pretty aware about. The Buffer Shaman actually got a bit of a buff. So the Dead Man's Hand skill actually got decreased in the cast time, which is the same as the Attacker Shaman. 1 second down to a half a second. But it also got a cooldown reduced from 11 seconds to 8, and it's got an increased attack power. So I guess anybody who has a Buffer Shaman, you'd have to try that damage out and let me know if it's any better. But that's only for the Buffer Shaman, not the Attack Shaman, which is kind of weird because Dead Man's Hands, it's nice as a quick attack, get some damage in there, but I don't think it's anything crazy. Do not think it's anything crazy. Oh, I love you guys too. Zephyrus is in here? Holy moly. Welcome in. It's been a while. But we're going to get into a bit of a controversial one. A lot of people are kind of upset about. The Ascetic got a nerf. So it fixed multiple hit skill bugs, Lightning Storm, Ice Storm, Firestorm, and Thunderbolt. As well as Flame Injection. Fixed a bug where your first attack deals double damage. A lot of people are pretty pissed about that. Again, it's not something I can test. I don't have any gear for an Ascetic. But I know some Ascetic players are not too happy. And I heard the Storms got nerfed yet again. And it's one of those things where the people that are botting are using those Storms. So they're going to keep getting nerfed until it's just not viable to use. And then the bots will figure something else out. So if you're going to get mad at anybody, get mad at the bots. The bots are always what's screwing up the Ascetic right at this point in time. What they need to do is stop nerfing the Storms and just make it have longer cooldowns. Because having, 15-second cooldowns on the Storms, it's not going to help. Skata Babe, another gifted sub. You were on fire today. Appreciate it. Absolute mad lad. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I'm just going to take a sip of my drink here. Just going to mute myself. No, you the best. You the best today. I mean, to be fair, can Subway actually handle more than one customer at a time? I don't think they can. Oh boy. No, you. You first. Next class, we got the military advisor, the bombing skill, increase attack power. I mean, no offense, but who's running around as an MA being an attacker? Ain't no one doing that, okay? Ain't nobody doing that. Dark Shadow, fix multiple hits with bugs, like so Fatal Wound, Rupture, Wrath of Heaven, and Spin Blade. I heard all those skills got nerfed. It said it fixed multiple hit skills, so I'm not 100% sure what they mean by that. Last night, person that was playing on their DS said their damage was down. So, oof on that. That kind of sucks. Again, it's one of those things I'd have to borrow somebody's gear to go test. At least on my characters. Modified Ancient Animal System, maximum level of Shinsu, which I mean, it's just animal and ancient animals. I don't know why they have to add that in there, but they used to cap out at 100. You can now go up to 125. And they said the stats have been modified. Let me see. I don't feel like it's went up. 23 intelligence, 12 health, 8 wisdom. Let me see. I'll have to double check on that. I don't think that's went up. At least not the lower grades. Maybe the higher grades got a little bit stronger, but that doesn't seem to be any different. I know they upgraded some of the stuff on the stats on the newer stuff, but I kind of wish they would do it for everything. Like bird. I think the ancient animal stats should be a lot more than what they currently are. And some of these older trinkets, like the G75 stuff, I think. Seeing I got like 237,000 health, I think this lower stuff needs to be updated. Even the older talismans like Ruinous. Got Ruinous on my gear. Stats on that needs to go up as well. I think stat increases across the board should just be a thing. Especially because the gear. It's more than 10 times what it used to be. It just needs to keep up. I think everything just needed to keep up if you're going to do that kind of stuff. Those kind of updates. Alright. On to the next part. Let's see. Where were we? Added new recovery HP items. Added extra large potion, extra large goblin potion that can be purchased from good vendors in Hondel area. Well, it just so be we're right here in Hondel. Let's just go take a peek, shall we? Is mob damage a lot different? We haven't got there yet. We are going to get there. Okay, so we do got some new potions in here, so we're all used to the large meds. Now, before we continue on with this, if you look back... Hey peeps, Lemon here. Welcome in, Rosie Bear. Welcome in. So let's go back to the notice, right? It said, first of all, we plan to reduce the blah, 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 and increase slash add potion recovery. Increase slash add. So that means you're going to add new and then increase the old, right? Large meds still do 1,000. So they need to look at that because it's still 1,000. So we got the extra large meds, okay. 1,500. 420 each, though? That's a lot. Then the very extra large meds. 2,000 HP recovery. 800 per med? Holy sugar. Well, it's a good thing we're getting all these flowers and whatnot dropped. I appreciate taking up more of my inventory space with crap. I guess I can't complain too much if meds are going to be that expensive. And then you got your medium, your large auto meds, and then 1,500 large auto meds. 99, almost 1K for one med. Holy, they're trying to break the bank. I'm going to go broke. I mean, how many? I would love to get the larger meds, could be nice, but I mean, I have 100,000 each of the older meds. That sucks. Sucks. Well, good thing. I mean, I'm a shaman. I'm an attacker shaman. I got drain blood. So I don't really need meds too much. But say if I'm in a duel or something where I have to escape and get my health back up. Do you know how long it takes to get back 230,000 health? Way too much. Way too long. Is there anything else new in here? It doesn't look like it. Nope. So we got 3 new med types. Extra large. Heals 1,500. 420 Geons. 420. Blaze at 420. Very extra large meds, which are 800. And then the extra large Dogamy meds, which are 1500. And 1k Geons. I don't understand why they didn't make a very extra large auto med for 2000 recovery points. It's probably one of those things where they just want to eliminate the auto botting and having auto meds. But I mean, if you're going to introduce auto meds to the game, why not just have the 2000? I mean, whatever. Kind of dumb in my book. Let's see if there's anything at the food merchant. Nope, just the G72 stuff. Okay. Bro, don't run into the pot, bro. You hungry? Here, I'll let you stand by it. Big chillin'. Make some stew. So a bit upsetting on the meds. That's pretty expensive. I mean, I get that they added these flowers that can drop and you can NPC them and whatever, but seriously, dude? Seriously? Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Alright, next thing is they modified the defense Yeju's, the PvP defense option of the... This is the shitty ass translation. I'm gonna read it verbatim. The PvP defense option of the defensive option Yeju's have been increased. So what they're saying is the defensive Yeju's have been increased on their stats. And I did confirm, they're up 50%. If you had a 2%, it's now a 4%. If you had a 10%, it's now a 20%. So you should be taking overall, if you have a Yeju set, which I don't have on this character, it's on my other character. I actually have to transfer it over, I just haven't done it yet because I'm lazy. The stats are higher. Let me see if I have any in my storage. I might have them in storage, let's see. I got so much crap in here. Nope, nothing. Okay. Anywho. Just take my word for it that they are up. And speaking of Yeju's, they added the... I hate to bring up the Cal shop, because I'm not one to advocate for this crap. But they did add packed attack and defense Yeju's into the gamble crates, because that's exactly what they are. They're gamble crates. And then along with everything else that's always in there. So, you'll be seeing a lot of those coming up in stores. I've actually seen some myself. I've been contemplating buying a set just to have a PvP Yeju set. Pardon me if I keep muting myself. I have this weird cough. I might go get a cough drop. Speaking of, I'll do that. Give me 1 minute. I got this like weird tickle in my back of my throat and it's driving me nuts. Alright, monster modification information. The attack power of monsters below level 100 have been reduced. So we're going to go test that out here in a sec. The Dogabee Lord Dunamis. Dunamis, okay. Nice spelling. And Chaos, which is we know as the Dynamic and the Chios. Levels have been changed to 100. So the Dogabee Lord, the Dynamic, and the Chios have all been changed to level 100. So those are the D3 boss, and then the two mini bosses that they added in D5 on floor 8 and 9 to get your Ilir ring. So those are a little bit easier now. Dynamic Cheerios, yeah, Honey Nut Cheerio, boyo. And then the Lawless boss has been changed to 125. So it actually got a level increase because realistically, that boss is made for the higher levels. So that makes sense. Increased Castle War flag PvP. Don't give a crap. Could care less. Protecting leader, suffering valley, monsters, attack, and HP is increased. Increase attack power and HP of monsters in hell. So for those who don't know what those areas are, if you do the guild versus guild, so the 3.1, 3.2, and the 3.3, any of those that have mobs in them, all those mobs are going to hit harder and they have more health. Which I haven't been in one of those in a long time. Unfortunately, every time one of those come up, I'm at work. So I can't participate. Which is kind of crappy because I do like some of those PvPs. It just sucks they're so early in the morning for me. Unless I have a day off, I really just can't participate. Increased attack power and HP of monsters in hell. So that's your picture of hell. Which do people actually do picture of hell anymore? So for picture of hell, you have to be level 85 and lower? I don't even think it's worth it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they made it something better and there's like some secret stuff in there and whatnot. But I don't know. I haven't been in there in years. Let me see your helmet, by the way. I need to see what it looks like. Okay. That's what it looks like in game. This is the grade 100 Shaman fan, for those who don't know. I did get the grade 100 fan the other day. But yeah, here's the helmet. I know you're asking about it the other day. But there you go. There's the fan. So much better looking than the stock photo. Yeah, it's not too bad. It just sucks the hair kind of clips through the top, but it's not bad. Not bad. Um, I'm actually gonna try pimping my fan on stream. I'm been trying to get grade 2 SOS. We'll see if we can succeed today. I think I've tried 25 so far. I have another 15. I had a buddy tell me if I want to succeed, like try 2 jewels every time, and it goes pretty quick. So we're gonna give that a try.
Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to follow/subscribe, D.
I like how at the end there. Appreciate the bits, but yeah, thank you for everybody being here. If you haven't already, follow. It's free. Subscribe if you feel like it. If you enjoy my content. And D. It read the face as D. Don't forget to follow and subscribe D. So D, if you're out there, she's calling you out. D's nuts? Sorry, I had to make that joke. It was sitting in the back of my mind the second I heard it. But yeah, if those people that have a Prime subs, if you have Prime sub through Amazon, go ahead and use it. You don't necessarily have to use it here, but if you don't use it on somebody, go ahead and just give somebody some love. But thanks for the bits, Cicada Babe. Press the D to pay respects. Don't you mean touch the D? D. Where you at, D? We need you, D. Anywho. So we got modification, Stone of Chance. Fix an issue where skill walk in the air, which is walk on air, does not reset when resetting with a Stone of Opportunity. So if you used any of those Stone of Chances and walk on air, you didn't get your skill point back, you'll get your skill point back now, which I don't have it on this character. I've never actually used walk on air, so I do know somebody who is like, I need this skill. It is my life and death. Maybe I'll give it a try sometime, but I've never used it. Fondle the D to pay respects. Yeah, exactly. And then they modified party EXP system. The problem of receiving different XP and party status has been fixed. Now, a lot of people are asking about this, and now I'm going to go over here in a sec. My cat is attacking my foot. Stop. Go. So the party EXP at a lot of people do realize, like, hey, this wasn't working right. I'm level 92. He's level 89. I'm getting like 90% of the XP. They're getting like half of the percent. Like, so for example, if you killed a mob and it had 100 million XP, the second person in the party would get like 90, 100, like 90, 80 XP, 90 to 80 million, excuse me. And then the third person would get like 100,000. So you go from 100 million. I'm gonna let that play. Cicada coming in with another gifted sub. That's 3 today. Holy shit. Another, bro, another one? Cicada, I appreciate it. Can we get a shout out to Cicada for being a goat? But yeah, Cicada Babe, thanks for giving Rosie Bear 90 as a gifted sub and Louis a sub. Appreciate it. Where was that? Oh, party EXP. So say you got 3 people in the party. First person's getting 100 million. Second person's getting 80 to 90 million. And then the third person only getting 100,000. So that was broken. That has been fixed. I went ahead and tested it. I had 4 people in the party. Everybody was getting the XP they should have been getting. EXP stones are working properly. So that has been fixed. They also wanted to mention, and some people were getting confused by this, if the highest level of the party member is more than 10 levels difference from the monster, all party members cannot gain experience. So what that means is if somebody's level 100, killing a level 90 mob, no one will get XP. Or if they're trying to kill a level 110 mob, nobody will get XP. Now I can go ahead and test this out. I'll probably do some more testing later and give you guys an update later on. But I mean, if you kill at level 100 and you're killing a level 90 mob, that level 90 mob's gray. I mean, we all know gray mobs don't give XP, so that's pretty self-explanatory. What I'm curious about... Jeez, holy shit. Another gifted sub? I'm about to have a heart attack. Skata Babe, thank you for giving a gifted sub to Alice Hydra. I'm on fire today. Sheesh. Get all them subs. I'm about to go to frickin' Subway. I was just shitting on them earlier in the stream. Maybe I'll go to Jersey Mike's instead. Give me a Philly cheesesteak with all these subs. Jersey Mike's is better? I agree. Fuck Subway. Anybody working at Subway in the chat? Or if Subway's listening? Fuck you, Subway. It ain't a foot long. It's like 10 inches. That's what she said. But yeah, obviously what they're stating here is if you're 10 levels difference of the mob, you're not going to gain XP. It's either going to be purple, it's going to be gray. We all know, as Cal players, if it's purple or if it's gray, we're not getting XP, period, dot, end of story. That's how it is now. I guess my curious thing is if say a level 100 kills a level 100 mob, so it's yellow, and you have a lower level person in the party that it's purple to, do they still get XP or not? That's something to test out. If somebody wants to go and test that out and let me know, go for it. I just don't have the means to do so right now while I'm streaming. Just embarrassingly finished a Subway sandwich. Okay, listen, back in the day, a little sidetrack note here. Back in the day, I actually didn't mind Subway. They had a lot of meat, a lot of veggies. The portions and the ratio of sustenance in the bread to bread ratio was perfect. Now I feel like I'm eating a fucking bread roll with like a crumb of turkey on it. And the quality has just gone downhill. So that's why I shit on Subway. I have been to Subway recently, but if I do, I get a flatbread. Flatbreads at Subway, if you're going to go to Subway, get a flatbread. Okay? They're pretty good. But an actual sub, nah. Like, I don't want a loaf of bread. I don't want to eat all those carbs. $5 footsies were great. Yeah, those days are over. Dollar menus don't exist anymore either. But it says the damage is reduced, so I'm actually gonna go test that now. But before I do that, I am gonna grab a water. So I'll be right back 1 minute. Okie dokie then. Sounds good. I used to love the meatball sub. You were talking about the D earlier, and now you're talking about meatball subs, of course. Just can't get you away. So now I've been playing at Bison's in Dead Person, and these were hitting me 4,500 to 7,000. Where are all the mobs? I think somebody's playing here. I'm just gonna grab a few just that way I don't piss somebody off if they're actually playing here. I don't want to take their spot. So I'm just gonna grab a little group here. Let them hit me. So yeah, 4,500 to 7,000. So let's see what they're hitting me now. 3,000, 4,000, 3,100, 35, 36, 38. So okay, so 3,000 to 4,000. I see this dead man's hands increase. Yeah, it's a lot faster. Okay, so I can confirm, at least for me, for where I've been playing, I'm definitely getting hit less. I'm not getting hit 7,000, which was quite a bit. But my low end was 4,500. So if I take my low end, I guess I'm getting hit about 1,000 to 1,500 less. Now again, that's on level 100 mobs and lower. So if I go over here, Gales are level 100. Now I don't have anything that reduces my damage against gong mobs. So it's going to be natural damage here. 4,500. 5,000. Okay, and these are, yeah, level 100. Now I don't want to go in too high of an area because I don't want to get slapped. But from personal experience, yeah, damage is down. It almost felt like it died faster too. Let me see. Oh yeah, what the hell? So that skill used to only take him down to about half, and it instantly chunked him to 1%. Okay. That one has full health only because I missed. That was Pain of Soul, so Pain of Soul is still trash. It almost seems like they reduced the HP on the mobs, at least for here. So for those who don't know, OTP is a thing for magic users now. So you're not guaranteed to hit like before. And you miss. I could have like 10,000 OTP, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to miss a lot on red. So if you saw like, oh, I missed, or that one had 100%, it's just because I missed. But I felt like my damage is way higher. Yeah, it took it down to half. It's going to take it to 1 HP. Okay. Maybe I'm just stronger. I know I actually got a bit of a damage upgrade recently, so maybe I'm just doing that much more damage, that's a huge boost. Which I'll go into damage numbers later. I've had several people since this big update ask me like, how do you get so much damage that you have, and how are you able to do all this, and that, and the other? So I'm gonna go over that here probably in a bit. Got the Subway Club turkey, ham, bacon. Hey, you can never go wrong with a club sandwich. So that was all of yesterday's update, right? Now, I do believe they said something about upgrading the skills as well, but I don't think that was changed yet. So as it stands right now, skill grade doesn't mean jack. If it's grade 1 or if it's grade 10, it all does the same damage right now. And they did say they're going to fix it. Let me double check just to verify. Yeah, no, they did nothing about skill grades this update. They did say in the announcements, which I just don't think we got to that part yet. Okay, so going back to the notice. So this was actually something I've been bringing up quite a bit recently. So I read this a million times over. It says currently the highest rated gear in game is grade 100. We all know that. Grade 90 is required to make grade 100. For those who don't know, you have to take a beat of fire G90 piece and then selected amount of items, which I actually have in here. So you'd have to take excuse me, so many of these items, whatever you're trying to craft. Or a G90 Imperial weapon and change it in to grade 100. So those who don't know, that's how you get grade 100. That's the only way to get grade 100, unless you gamble in the cow store and buy the boxes. Don't buy the fucking boxes. Do not fucking buy the boxes. It is literally fucking gambling. It's like 0.01% you're going to get something good. In the end, you're going to lose money buying these boxes. Okay? Maybe if I get enough donations, I'll do an opening on stream. However, I don't encourage it. Don't fucking do it. Don't buy the fucking boxes. Don't buy them. That's my disclaimer. Don't fucking buy them. From somebody who spent way too much money on opening boxes. Maybe it's just my luck, but from everybody I've heard, personal preference, personal experience, friends' experiences, they're fucking trash. You end up losing more than you gain because you'll spend all that money. You'll open all those boxes, and then you finally get something good. You got that White Tiger Zeta level 10 trinket, and you got a fucking boner. Well, guess what? How many fucking boxes did it take you to get this son of a bitch? 1,000? Ooh, that's like $500, and it isn't worth 500 bucks. So, don't open boxes, people. Please don't. I highly discourage people from opening the boxes. Anyways, continuing on. Continuing on with their notice. G90s are currently the highest grade item available as a finished product, which means to me, grade 90 is the only armor that's droppable in the game. G100 has to be crafted. We get that. Just went over that. But then what they state next is kind of confusing, so I'm not 100% sure what the hell they're talking about. But it states, changes in the emissions have begun with lower grade equipment, and we will plan to improve them so that you can acquire and strengthen items in various ways. Are they trying to say we're going to be able to get lower level gear crafted as well? I mean, it's already a thing. You can already craft up to grade 70 in 75 weapons. Are they saying we're going to be able to craft grade 80 and grade 90 now? I don't know. They're not 100%. Excuse me. They're not 100% clear on that. Take a drink of my water. And they also said, in addition, if you used the grade 100 equipment succession system, being prepared for season 2 in 2023, you can equip the equipment you used and inherit its stats. Enables additional growth with distinctive features and can be strengthened and exchanged at any time once removed so equipment is not consumed. So, what I'm gathering is that last bit. So, equipment is not consumed because everybody's major complaint was when you make grade 100, you're removing grade 90 from the game, keeping the price of grade 90 so frickin' high. And the way the game is nowadays is you need a grade 90 weapon, not necessarily the armor, but you do need a grade 90 weapon to play up. I would say you could probably get to your mid 90s, maybe 100 without having a gonged weapon. But once you get in these higher levels, you're going to need a gong weapon. And not having a double gong, it's nigh impossible. If I was to go out here and kill bisons with one gong on, it would be I'd be literally doing half of the damage. Is it doable? Yes. Would it be an absolute pain in my ass and not worth my time running around and hitting all my skills for about 3 minutes straight? Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So, if I had to take an educated guess, because this is not, the English is pretty bad, and I'm not 100% sure what they mean. I think they're going to improve the grade 100 system. I don't think you're going to be able to get it dropped in the game. I think it's still going to be able to be, you still have to craft it, but I think they're changing the way you craft it. I'll let that play.
Do oi e u u e e a u e e oi u shiz fart poo 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 oi.
That's how I feel reading this update. some of the stuff in this update, that's how my brain feels trying to translate this crappy English. You know, funny thing about crappy English, I sent in a CS one time and they're like, "Please explain in proper English." I'm like, "Listen here, I'm American. How much English you want me to speak in? Cause listen here, we speak American in America, okay?" So they got me good on that one. Speak proper fucking English, okay? But you can't even do a proper sentence, and you say in the Yeju sense, the Yeju's line, the same word 3 times. But okay. Thank you, Koreans. I appreciate it. But also in the same sentence, it says you can equip the equipment you used and inherit its stats. Well, no shit, Sherlock. If I take my weapon off, right, and I equip it, I inherit its stats. Thank you for telling me how to put on some fucking weapons and armor. Thank you, Kalonline. Good job, Kalonline. um, but I don't understand where it's like and can be strengthened and exchanged at any time. So you're telling me I can take my grade 100 and exchange it at any time for other grade 100? Because if that's the case, this was my biggest thing. For those who know, I crafted a full set of grade 100. None of it was shaman. As you can tell, I play shaman. That's my main character. I main shaman. None of it was shaman. I traded some pieces for shaman. I ended up selling the rest. I didn't really want to sell it. But I'm hoping if when you craft grade 100, you get to pick what you want. That was my biggest problem with a grade 100 system. Now, obviously, when you get when you say you get another drop, you get grade 80 dropped, you get grade 90. You can't dictate what you're going to get. But if I'm going to craft something, oh god.
Fart 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 you
You literally gave the bot a fucking aneurysm. Appreciate the bits. You know, the funny thing is, unless you're watching this live, so everybody who's going to be watching this on the VOD or on YouTube later, they're not going to hear that. So to give a little context, the bot just died trying to say that word over and over again. Jesus. But like I was saying, can be exchanged at any time. That's my biggest hope because I actually listen, folks. I hate admitting it. See these grade 100 archer gloves. I crafted gloves 7 fucking times. First time, archer gloves. My buddy needed them. I was like, hey, let's make a deal. I'll get you your archer gloves. Give me some so I can make some more G100. Second craft, thief gloves. I'm like, okay, at least I'm getting parts that people want, right? So I did those. Craft another set, thief gloves. Thief gloves. 4 fucking times in a row, thief gloves. This is my 6th time crafting gloves. I get archer again. I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, I'm not upset because it's not Sword Trickster, because Sword Trickster's complete ass, and no one wants that dog water shit, except for one person I can name that wants that, because they actually play Sword Trickster, but give me some fucking shaman gear!
Can't wait to count your coin.
You'll make a fine rug, cat. Thanks for the bits, Cicada Babe. Can't wait to count all your coin. That's exactly what the Kalonline GMs say every time motherfuckers buy boxes from the Cal shop. Every time. Okay, we spent enough time on the G100 conversation. Let's just hope that they learn from their fucking mistakes and G100 is easier to obtain. At least for what you want. I don't agree with the crafting system. Should just be able to get fucking dropped in the game, but whatever. Let's move on. So this next set, they've actually been talking about for fucking years. I think Goss is fixed now too, since damage of mobs went down. I mean, maybe. You're still probably going to have to use an HP absorb scroll if you're not one-shotting. If you didn't catch it earlier, matter of fact, you play Goss. Go do this for me. Tell me if your advanced rush does more damage. They increase the damage on advanced rush. Advanced rush. Why was it so hard for me to say? Go test that for me and let me know. Because they said, yeah, it was increased. I had somebody else test it. and they said it went up. Yeah, there you go. Excelsis mine went up 20k from 100k to 120. Yeah, just make sure when you do your tests, test it several times. But yeah, just go test it. What channel am I on? I'm on channel 1. I would love to do some tests, but I have to ask some people to borrow some gear, which if I do a guide video, I might ask some people. I do know some people that would possibly lend me their gear, at least for a video, and then give it back. I don't have a problem doing that. Just for testing purposes. Anywho. So this next section they've talked about for years, and I really hope they implement this and not just sideline it again. Additional combat support. Various accessories and ancient animals can help improve difficulty by increasing their impact in battle. In the case of ancient animals through renewal, it is a change to a system that can be used directly in battle rather than giving stats as before. It will be a system that can be used strategically in all battles and aim for a reversal. Not sure what they mean by the reversal. Accessories will be available in new areas and new rewards. I'm hoping they're talking about the dead person relic ring and the necklace. What the hell's the name of the necklace? Yeah, we're just gonna do that. I see what you're doing. Get out of here. The dead person relic ring and the infinite necklace. Because when they did the big update, those two things they're not impossible. They're not impossible. Wow, I can't speak. They're currently impossible to get unless you get it in the fucking box. Unless you get it in this fucking box. You see it right there. Infinite necklace, dead person relic ring. You were able to get those in game. You'd get these items dropped. You had to get some recipes. You turn it in, you get a necklace. Well, right now, as it stands, you cannot get those in game. So I'm hoping when they said accessories will be available in the new areas and new rewards, that they start dropping in the game. Because at one point, having an expert scholar ring or expert knight ring and a G75 necklace, you could get by with that, or a hermit necklace, which you can still use today. We're fine. It's getting to the point where I don't need it. I'm 91. Once I start getting my hundreds, I'm gonna definitely want one, and it would help a ton because they add so much damage. Like this, two minimum, 5 maximum damage. Are you shitting me? Look at my damage. 41k to 57k. You think that 2 damage is helping me? No. But I use it because if I'm gonna have that slot empty, I might as well have something in there. But let's be real, it's dog water.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Open the boxes, you dumb. You got the big dumb. Open the dumb box. That's how I feel every time I open boxes. I get emotional damage. But they are saying that ancient animals will be used directly in battle. They've said that before. Okay? They've said that several times, that they're going to make the ancient animals able to fight next to you. Someone said something about the speed. I'm going to test it out right now. See if it's slower. I mean, the bird's always been slow. Well, let's see how bad it's been fucked up. But, oh, hey, Bison. If your animals can actually fight next to you, that would be absolutely amazing. But they promised that before. And I don't see it actually coming back. Don't die, bro. Look at those drops, just leaving them there. Bum. Oh, what the hell? It is slow. I mean, the bird was always slow. But it seems to be slower. Maybe the speed essence doesn't stack on the animal anymore? Because it doesn't stack on your mount. I don't think. I don't know. Weird. Very weird. But yeah, if they could get these animals to actually work, like fight next to you, like I know I have all these pets, but they don't do jack shit. So I got the pain mask, adds damage. I got the little night pet, adds damage, defense, blah 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 blah. And then I got the mama cat, just adds XP and it's a cat. I mean, why not? I love kitties, and it looks like Coco. Looks like Coco. But yeah, make the animals like transforming into them. It was cool. It's cool. I like it, but the skills are so bad. Like the transforming skills are so bad. Let's see if they added any actually new skills. I think they just upgrade. They said they upgraded the stats, but that's a lie. The only thing they did this week was they made the max grade from 100 to 125, which is fine. But they said they increased the stats, and that's not true. No new stats or skills. Excuse me. I mean, maybe having some skills in here that are actually worth using would be nice. But these are trash. Absolute garbage. Other than the Panther crit, used to be useful, but it's not anymore. It's complete garbage. Complete garbage. Next section, item creation / combination. The item combination system is a system that was created in the past and is in the direction of improvement. I'm not sure what their items they're talking about. There's a lot of items that are combinable. Dude sure does a whole lot of sitting. Yeah, you're right. Looks like 600 to 800 damage reduction too. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. At least for me, it was like a 1500 damage reduction. I think play everybody's play will be a little bit different, but yeah, damage has gone down for sure. Zephyrus, you're just hating, bro. You're just hating. You're hating you don't have a cat like this. But what items are they talking about? Are they talking about the Yejus? Yejus can be combined. Are they talking about Hermit necklaces? They can be combined. I'm not 100% sure what they mean by that. The difficulty level will be maintained. Again, not sure what the hell they're talking about. Guess we'll find out in the future. It says improvement with simpler combination methods and support for attribute stone changes. Attribute stone changes. Are they talking about stones on your weapon? Because in the next line it says before that, we will first apply the mixing item stat adjustment, which has many issues. Thank God, holy fuck! Woo! Stone of Flame has never worked. So, if you look on stones, like I have the Stone of Holy, it adds 20 MP, 2 Wisdom, 2 Health.
You woo, you woo, you woo, you woo, you woo, you woo.
You woo, you woo, you woo, you woo. I think you need to phrase that in a certain way so it'll actually say it properly. Woo, you woo, you woo. But for stones, everybody's like stone of strength, sucking off some stone of strength because that's what everybody loves. Which, to be fair, it's the only good stone right now. Before the big update, you could argue mystery was nice because it would add 50 damage. But again, with this big update, 50 damage ain't shit. So, when they say they're going to fix and renew the mixing system, I don't see Imperial ever going away. That's going to stay, because that's a money maker for them. However, these stones, I hope they get stat increases and other things start working properly.
Ooh woo.
You're getting closer. Thanks for the bits. You're getting really close. For example, Stone of Flame. Stone of Flame, which I don't have in it. Do I have it on a weapon? Let's see. Stone of Skill. Skill. No, I don't have any weapons with Flame. So Flame, if you have a grade 2, it says it does 10% flame damage. Which flame damage in Cal, when you hit something, it will slowly tick the health down, like a dot. And it never worked. It never worked. Poison did the same thing. It said poison damage. Poison didn't work. All those shitty stones didn't work. So getting a renewal on those stones would be nice. Like to add, I would say, to make those skills, or excuse me, those stones worth using, maybe tie it to a skill or something of the sort. For example, say, because for mage, obviously stone of strength, you can go stone of skill if you want more MP, which is not really needed. Mystery doesn't work for mages. For those who don't know, because a lot of people don't, I saw a grade 100 stick with mystery skill and I laughed my ass off. Mystery is only physical damage. It does not add magical. So that dumbass who has mystery skill on his grade 100 stick suck. That sucks because you can't change it. It's a grade 3. It's stuck mystery for the rest of its life. Maybe Stone of Flame increases flame damage by 10%. Boom! Flame injections now stronger. Your firestorm stronger. Just something other than flame damage. Because stones only work, that's an effect skill, like ice works, it slows the mobs. Lightning lowers the defense. It only works if you normal attack. It doesn't work with your skill. So for me, I would have to fan whack. I'd have to slap a bitch with my fan, like, what you doing in the wrong neighborhood? Like, please, 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 for the love of God, the mixing system for the stones at least do need an upgrade. Stat increases on those that need it, like Demon's Blood needs stat increases. Demon's Blood would be great to have if the stats were better. Stone of Strength, I think, is in a perfect spot. Leave it as is. Don't change it. I wouldn't even nerf it. I would leave it. But everything else needs to be fixed. Please, Kalonline, if you're listening, please fix the skills. Or the fucking stones. Fix the stones! Grow a pair of stones and fix the stones. I need to get a laptop and try out Cal. I'm burnt out of Elder Scrolls Online. Kalonline, if I had to sum up Kalonline in a quick 10-second description of the game, Kalonline is a big, massive killing mobs. Questings don't exist. You're just running around killing shit, and it's a chat room. It's a chat room game with a killing mechanic and a leveling system. And to be fair, if you want to play Cal long term, you are going to have to spend money. The game is 100% pay to win. And you'd have to spend $100 minimum to go anywhere. I'm just going to warn anybody that wants to play in 2023. That's just the reality of it. So for those of you that are watching that are older players that haven't played since 2015, because I know there's a few of those in here, or haven't played at all, for my regular viewers, that's what Kalonline is today. It is a free-to-play game. So if you want to try it, you can go ahead and try it. Go for it. But if you do like it and you do plan on playing long term, you are going to have to spend something. Just going to throw that out there. Okay, when the next part of the item combination, so after the mixing stuff, equipment crafting system, which can acquire equipment with certainty, requires the amount of money required. We are aware of the parts that do not match reality, and we plan to improve the amount of required materials and letters in the future. So that sounds like a crafting system. So the artificial gear that was made, like back in the day when it was actually better to craft gear than get gear dropped or whatever. It sounds like they're going to revamp that system, but the problem with that is the max craftable, other than G100, which I hope they're talking about revamping that too, because they did talk about this specifically. Highest is grade 70 and grade 75. That shit is trash. After level, you could probably get to 90 in that stuff. But again, once you get in those level 90s, you 100% are going to need better gear. Once you get to 90, you should be playing in Value Deva. You're going to need better gear. You're going to need grade 80. You're going to need a grade 90. You can get away with grade 80 weapons and a grade 80 armor set for a while. But once you get to gonged enemies like Dead Person, you are going to need a grade 90 weapon for that double gong. You can get away with grade 80 armor, but you will need a grade 90 for the double gong. Because anything under grade 90, you can only use one. And doing half damage, it's not going to work. So I guess that's something we'll have to see what they're talking about in the future. Maybe you'll be able to craft grade 80 and grade 90. Who knows? We'll find out. Family system. Along with the stats acquired through family system, we're preparing to increase the stats of the parts that differ from before the update. So family system, gonna get an update. I'm almost at 250 points. Pretty crazy. I think this section, I don't think it's bad. Like, the XP's fine. 10%, that's not crazy. The attack, here, I'm just going to take points out. That way we can show everybody on the stream how this works. So putting 50 family points into 50 attack, that's not it. This needs, I think with 50 points, oh boy. We don't want to make the family system too overpowered, right? I want to say 500. 500 isn't too bad. If they did 500 on the attack, like every 1 point is 10, that wouldn't be bad. I'd be okay with that. Same with OTP, evasion, and now defense isn't percentage anymore. It's just straight 100 defense. So I think 500, 500, 500. So attack, OTP, evasion, 500. Defense 1,000 because it goes up to 100. Maybe even 2,000. I'd be happy with that. HP, you put 100 points in, you get 20,000. I don't think 20,000 isn't bad. I'd like to see this a little more, maybe 30,000. Maybe even 40. I'd be okay with that. Now again, to reiterate, I know defense, evasion, and OTP, defense, evasion, there's no absorption. Defense, evasion, and absorption doesn't work properly. We all know it doesn't work properly. I get that. But when they do fix it, I think those stats would be fair if they're going to update the family system. Now, they were talking about the stats in here as well. These definitely do need to be upgraded. Like 5 HP recovery, 5 MP recovery. I mean, my family system's kind of crap on this account. Not gonna lie, I could do better. Do better, noob. You fucking noob. You shit. You shitter. I definitely could be better, but I think these do need a stat upgrade because some of the shit in here is not cheap. For example, some of these rare costumes like this, the Brigandine getting that crit damage, which crit damage isn't as good as it used to be. But some of these other ones require like rare costumes. Let me see. Yeah, rare dead person costume. How many of those are in the game? 10, and they're all in the family system. Maybe one person's wearing that. But you know how rare some of the stuff is for 5 damage? 5 freaking damage, bro. It ain't worth it. So yeah, this stuff needs to be upgraded. 100%. Again, I don't see it being crazy. I wouldn't say just double it and leave it alone because I think even doubling it wouldn't be enough. I'm just not 100% on these just because I don't have like a full family system. If I had a full family system picture, maybe I could have an idea what they should upgrade this to, but it definitely needs upgrading for sure. For the amount of money and time you spend trying to upgrade that shit, it needs some loving. Also, oops. What are these two? They've been null for years. There's nothing in them yet. I mean, I know they have plans. Maybe when they upgrade it, they'll add something, but I guess we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Next section, skills. So this is actually something I was talking about earlier. Skills are no longer a fixed factor. It can be changed at any time through updates in consideration of equity between jobs, characterization, and utilization. In this process, we will actively reflect and coordinate the opinions of our customers. A new awakening that will appear in a new hunting ground next season adds new characteristics. Exclusive skills for PvP and PvE and passives for each class will be applied. Now for that last part there, the new awakening skill, like we know, like I'm an awakening 1, I'm a blue. We call it blue ball. I got blue balls. um, and you can get a pink ball. So 91 blue ball, 96 pink ball, and you're supposed to be able to get a gold ball at 101. And we haven't been able to do that because the boss for the item hasn't been in game. So it looks like they're going to finally add that boss so people can get the gold ball. But they also said you're going to get skills exclusive for PvP and PvE for that awakening. So does that mean, are we going to get new skills in the awakening for second job as well? See, I'm awakened level 1, and I got these skills here, right? For those of you who are pink ball, are we going to get new skills on level 2? And then are we going to get even more skills at the level 3? I don't know. It would be nice. It'd be nice because, to be fair, well, I mean, the shaman doesn't really have many skills anyways, but for all the other classes, paying all that money just to have two skills and no passives, and then a running ability, it's kind of shitty. I think even third job needs more skills, to be honest. Third job needs loving on all classes, same with awakening. I think they could do better. They could add more skills. Now I know, with, like, for example, got a sword, got Hellfire. That was a new third job skill. But then when they did the skill revamp, they made it a... Didn't they make it a second job skill? Oh, no. The shout was a third job skill. They gave the shout to second job is what they did. Hellfire is still a third job skill. Clown horn. But yeah, I would love to see more skills in third job and awakening for all classes. So that'd be cool. I mean, sure, I would like to see more in the awakening being done, but I think third job needs some loving. Job skills aren't a pain in the butt. So I know you haven't played. So when you hit certain levels, you can get jobs. So when you're level 1, all you have is common. Level 30, you unlocked your first job. Level 50, you unlock a second job. Then it splits off. You have to pick one or the other. You can only have one. You cannot have both. So you have to choose. For example, for an archer, you'd be a wandering archer, apprentice archer, and then second job, you have to pick either an expert archer or an imperial imperial commander, excuse me. And then when you hit those third jobs, the expert archer becomes a god of bow, and the imperial commander becomes an imperial general. So when you pick your class, you got to make sure you play what you want. And then awakening skill, of course, it's per class. Not everything's the same, yada, yada, yada. So you get the picture. Third job's at level 70. Awakening level 1 is at 91. Level 2 is at 96. Level 3, which nobody's been able to obtain. I mean, people are over level 101. It is at 101. But we haven't been able to get the item to complete it. So there's that. And it looks like they're going to be doing some more changes to the skills as well. And that's where, in this next section, let me read it, because I think it's going to talk about the grade system, like grade 1 and grade 10 doing the same damage. In addition, we are developing additional missions to support the purpose and growth of each level. Rare monsters with high efficiency are added in the Hondel area. Okay, so everybody's aware of the new elite mob, where, say for example, you're killing a bunch of Devil Troop of Desires. You kill a bunch, eventually you kill enough, an elite one will spawn. In the elite one, you'll know is when you target it, it'll have like little fangs. It'll be either red for the medium or purple for the big one. But it'll be in an abnormal size, so you'll know when an elite spawns. It also does a little glow when it pops up. And those give more XP. They're supposedly supposed to drop better items, which I've yet to ever get one. And then drops more Geons. So the more XP is true, the more Geons is true. Drop rate, at least for me, I haven't got jack shit, so I can't say for drops, but I don't go out actively hunting those mobs. They're adding those to the Hondel area, so that would actually be cool to see like a big ass Conjurator, if that's what they're talking about. That should have been in there to begin with, because right as it stands right now, all those elite mobs only spawn in the normal area. They don't spawn in VOD. So having those in VOD would be pretty cool. Like getting like some big ass bison over here, that'd be dope. But I don't think that counts for dead person. It's only talking about the Hondel area. So that's gonna be your crazy demon workers, conjurators, etc., goblins. But even those, that'll be still pretty cool for those people playing over there, because there's still a decent amount of people playing over there. And then they kind of finish off the whole thing, and they say, we would like to express our gratitude and respect to our customers who've been playing and while understanding and adapting to the situation of the balance changes. We're also preparing an event that provides various grades of equipment and accessories for support, so please give us a little more strength. We will try to stabilize and make Kalonline fun as soon as possible. We are always listening to the opinions through the customer center. So that last line, we're always listening to your opinions through the customer center, I kind of do believe that they are listening. It's just, I believe everybody was sending in so much customer support tickets that they were getting bombarded, and they just kept sending auto replies because they knew this update was going to come out, or this notice, excuse me. Now, I don't agree with the auto message. It pisses me off. It pissed a lot of people off, and I can agree. I don't want an auto message. Again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. They need to be more transparent with the players. Instead of just saying, well, we're sending it to an upper department, just say, hey, we're aware, we're going to make a notice, just please wait, be patient. Simple as that. Just telling the players, like, hey, look, we're aware, we're going to make a notice, just please wait, give us a couple weeks, we're going to compile all your information, we'll address it, just give us some time. If they would have said that, people wouldn't be as pissed as they are, and some people may have not have quit, which is most understandable. I do believe they're trying. It's just, again, their customer support is trash. Please, for the love of God, hire some people, some proper English people. They need to have people in either America, in Europe, somebody. And they need to make some in-game GMs. Need to have those in-game GMs stop those botters, stop this bullcrap. It needs to happen. Look at any private server. You go look at any private servers, they have in-game GMs, and now, as corrupt as they are, favoritism, yada yada yada, they can go through and have an application thing and whatnot to weed out the bad players, okay? It's doable. Will it take time? Yes, but do I ever see them doing it? No. Unfortunate. Now, what's kind of concerning to me, we are preparing an event that provides various grades of equipment and accessories for support. I really hope to God that they don't mean these fucking boxes. Okay? If you want to gamble crate... Oops, I closed it. If you want to do gamble crates, bro, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. But what they need to do is, every time they do these fucking events, they'll give you a really strong item to get you addicted to it, and then fucking take it away after 30 days. And then they'll put it in the cubes and say, oh, here you go, that item you wanted, go spend money and gamble and pull a slot machine. Hopefully you get it. Come on, spend more money, 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 money. And this is not the way to do it. If they want to say, I'm sorry to the players, do this event, make it a permanent fucking item. If you don't want it to go around and get spread out to a bunch of characters because people will abuse it. Because we all know the Cal community, they love abusing fucking bugs and whatnot. Just make it account bound. Don't make the shit character bound. Make it account bound. Because I don't want to put it on my shaman and then want to play my thief months from now and it's bound to my shaman. Just make it account bound. Please, for the love of God, stop making character bound shit. Make it everything should be account bound. Period. Period. Dot. End of story. Like these trinkets, I didn't want to buy a Zeta 10 for the 5th time. It's character bound. Make it fucking account bound. For God's sake. So I really hope when they say they're doing this event to give out various grades of equipment and accessories for support, I really hope to God it's not a fucking temporary item. My biggest complaint with the events. Like, I get it, you want to do an event, you want to have a one-time thing. A lot of MMOs do that, right? They'll give out an item. Here, use this. It's good for a month. Use it for the month. Now it's gone. But don't do that shit and then add it to the fucking goddamn loot crates. You know what the fuck you're doing. Do something for the player for once because you fucked up. Now, speaking about the fucks up, fuck the fuck. Someone mentioned earlier about the banned players, so I'm going to address that now. So a lot of what happened recently was Cal thought it'd be a good idea to add these flowers and whatnot that you can NPC for some Geons. Cool. Whatever, dude. I really wish you wouldn't, because to be fair and transparent with you, I just don't want more shit in my goddamn inventory. I have enough shit in my inventory. Okay? Stop giving me these. But anywho, there was one, it was called the rice. I think it was rice. Yeah, it was a rice something. And when they did the line of code, the rice had the same line of code as a grade 90 ticket. So people were taking these rices and going and exchanging them in for grade 90 armor. Why not? You put it in the game. So people abused the shit out of it. It is what it is. Cal players will do what they do. All players do what they do when they see something in the game that shouldn't be. They exploit it. That's just how players are. No matter how many people try to be good faith players, if there's a bug, people are going to abuse it. It is what it is. So Cal thought it'd be a good idea. Instead of just removing the G90, which I guess could be kind of hard to trace it all down and delete it. What they should have done is did a rollback, then make an XP event, said, sorry, we fucked up. Here's an EXP event for like 2 days. We did a rollback, you lost some XP or whatever, which happens on a rollback. Go farm your XP. Here's your double XP. Sorry. That would have been the best scenario. I mean, best scenario is they just don't fuck up and do stupid lines of code like that, and we won't have this issue. But seeming it was damage was already done, that's what they should have done. If I was running a server and I was running a game, that's what I would have done. It's like 24 hours, fix the fucking issue, done. But instead of doing that, they didn't want to do a rollback. They tracked down all the G90 and deleted it, whatever. So some people took advantage of that, and they were like NPCing the G90. They were selling the rice, which, to be perfectly fair, if you're just selling the rice, I don't see that as an issue, personally, because you were taking advantage of other people abusing a bug. I don't think those players should have been hit with a ban, but they were. But the people ended up selling the G90 to other players and taking money. So it's been a clusterfuck for the last 2 weeks of GMs taking the G90 back, refunding the Geons to the player that bought G90 and the G90 was taken away. Then they had to track all the players who took G90 and then put it in an FL and then deleted the character so the character didn't exist in the game, yada yada yada, and trying to do loopholes, so they had to track all that shit. But what really got me fucked up is all the people that took advantage. Like, some people were NPCing the G90, and then they would move the money around, They blocked their accounts and said, we took the money from this account. We know it's on another account on a deleted character. Restore the character. Give us the money back. And they wouldn't unblock their main account until they did it. I mean, good on you, but again, the amount of bugs that have been happening like that recently is just kind of unacceptable. So you got the G90 bug. They're blocking people for that. That was the most recent debacle. Again, Kalonline, that's on you. Inixsoft, that is on you. That is your problem. Don't punish the players. Fix your shit. Instead of rushing out updates, test the shit. Okay? And then they had the Beta Fire, the Beta Fire bugs, which I didn't really consider it a bug. It was, say you're killing a bunch of mobs and you get Beta Fire in your inventory. It was dropping like hotcakes. Again, probably a line of code. They fucked up. It was supposed to drop something else and it was dropping Beta Fires. But what they did was, is people that abused it, if you succeeded a Beta Fire on your armor, they made you pay it back. Cal, are you dumb? Again, in that situation, what I would have done is like, hey, we fucked up. Let's delete some of the Beta Fires, the people that didn't really abuse the bug that much. I guess you can say it was a bug. But again, that's on you. Don't punch the player. I think that's kind of stupid. I wouldn't have done a rollback on that. I would have just been like, hey, our bad. Remove the Beta Fire from the drop rate. I mean, the Beta Fire drop rate isn't 0. It is very low. You can get them. But just lower it back to where it was. Fix it. And then just be like, okay, whatever. Whoever has Beta Fires, you keep them. That's on us. We're stupid. So there was that debacle. And there's been several in just this year alone that's just kind of like, what are you doing before you roll out these updates? You fucking crazy, man. You fucking crazy. Filling their pockets and not doing anything for y'all. Yeah, exactly. So that's why most of the players are kind of iffy lately. But at least they came out with this notice last week. And they kind of addressed like, hey, here's the things we need to fix. We kind of fucked up. I think things will get better. I think it's just going to take too long. It's like we've been waiting for change for over a month now. It's been going on 2 months. I don't see it happening next week. I think some of these changes are going to happen over the next several weeks, but I don't see all the shit in this notice being done for several months. So, to those of you who are like, yeah, I want this change, it better be done next week, chill the fuck out. It's not happening. Sorry. That's just the reality of it. But, yeah. I could sit here and talk all day about that kind of stuff. So I don't think this video's been pretty long. I want to kind of address all the notice and whatnot. Now, I do have some players that were asking about how do I increase my damage? What skills should I use? I think I'm going to leave all that for another stream. However, before I get off, we're going to see if we can go get grade 2 Stone of Strength on this fan. Did get this grade 100 fan a couple days ago. Been slowly pimping it out. I got lucky. 10 polishing stones plus 11. That's some good luck right there, let me tell you. So, let's see. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to pimp this on stream. We're doing it live. Fuck it, we're doing it live. So now, what my friend was saying, when you mix, so grades, trying to get grade 2 Stone of Strength, it's pretty expensive. He said if you use 2 jewels, just 2, it's quicker to succeed. I mean, I have some jewels on me, so I'm going to try it. And hopefully it succeeds within these 15. Now, I have 235,000. I think it went up like 2,000, so it's like 237. Without G2 Stone of Strength, I'm curious if this succeeds, how much how much health I'll have at the end. So let's see. So the first one failed. To be fair, I don't see this succeeding within 15, but I could be proven wrong. We'll see. Definitely gonna have to buy more fixing tools here. For sure, for sure. Now, the guy that told me this, he said he's mixed about 30 G100s. So I've had several people tell me this. I didn't want to believe him, but then when somebody told me today again, I was like, you know what? Fuck, I'll do it. But I've had several people tell me, like over the cross of 30 G100s, they've all succeeded within 15. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm just gonna buy 50. I use fixing tools anyways. Now again, I'm not I'm not in the boat of like, yeah, this is gonna succeed 100%. So I'm just going in doing this. Oops, almost forgot to add the jewels. I'm just going in and be like, yeah, this is not gonna work. Just gonna be honest. Definitely would like it. Excuse me. Would definitely like to see it succeed though. I think there's a few more in this shop that are a little cheaper. I might buy those. We'll see. We will see. We will see. See if we get lucky. Up all night to get lucky. So with pimping weapons, before making them Imperial, used to give you a lot of damage, but now not so much. Like, of course, you do get a damage increase, but it's not like before. Before it'd be like almost double the damage, but now it's very minimal at best. If you're a min-maxer, I'd say go ahead. But man, imperializing G90 and G100 is expensive, very expensive. So if you didn't know, you have to use 60 joules every single time you want to imperialize a G100 or a G90. Because if you don't, it can critically fail and consume all your items. So that's not something you want to do. And not only that, it takes the Blackstone item to craft that stuff, Imperial. Which is, where is it? Yeah, 79 joules. So 79 joules for the item every single time, and then 60 joules on top. Disgusting! Another money pit. Another money pit trying to imperialize that crap. So to be completely fair, I don't really think I'm going to imperialize this fan anytime soon. It's going to be a last stone of strength. I think I want to try to get full grade 100 first. Okay. Does Sky have some? 6? Alright. It's gonna be last 6 at least for this go around. Got 18. Well, so far this is not working so well. Well, sugar tits. I don't know, man. I think you're ripping me off with that 2 jewel thing there. Are you a Kalonline GM trying to get me to spend more money? I think you are. That's alright. With all these boxes, to be fair, as much as I hate boxes, usually means the items that I want usually go up for cheap because people are just trying to get rid of shit quick. So maybe I can stag some more Stones of Strength. Problem is I'm running low on money. Down to 200 mil. And I don't really have a source to get any more Geons at the moment. Unfortunately. Well, it ain't looking good. Last one. Alright, we're going to close our eyes. Everybody, say succeed. Say succeed! Say the suck! Suck in the chat. Give me the suck. Give me the suck. No, no one gives me the suck. Well, maybe the cow will give me the suck. I'm gonna close my eyes! Someone's giving me the suck in guild chat. Ah! The suck! Give me the suck! You suck, Kalonline. You fucking suck. Okay, it is what it is. I told you it probably wasn't gonna succeed, and I didn't think it was gonna. Well, shit. Thanks for the suck in guild chat. I know chat in on the stream can't read it, but appreciate it. I'll give you a little heart. Thanks, bro. Well, it is what it is. We'll get it eventually. Oh, wait, what's this? FL? Oh, shit. Hold up. Wait a minute. Lucky one? Okay. We're doing another one. Thank you, Excelsis, for the Stone of Strength, fam. Let me just grab 2 out. You said this is a lucky one. Better not be lying to me. I think there's some more Stone of Strengths, but they're all like 13 mil, which is absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. Alright, 2 jewels. I'm not looking! I ain't looking! I ain't looking. Ah, I failed! Son of a biscuit. Hey, I appreciate it, though. That's alright, we'll get him. We'll get him next time. We may have lost the battle, but not the war. The mixing is a pain in the ass in the game. To be fair, on grade 80 and higher, yes. Anything that's grade 80 or grade 75 and lower, I've had pretty good success rate. But yeah, grade 80 to grade 100, oh, I want to put my head through the damn wall. Put my head through the damn wall, that's for sure. Alright, we're going to throw that shit back in storage. Okay. I think we're going to end it there. If people want, I will start uploading some guides. I actually think next stream on Cal, I'll go ahead and I'll explain, because a lot of people are like, how do you get this much damage? How are you soloing at the areas you're soloing at level 91, and etc, etc. So I think on next stream I'll kind of go over where you should level, what gear you should be having in those areas and at those levels. I'll consider people that don't spend money or are very, I guess, economy spenders. They'll spend a little bit here and there on. So what you should use your money on. I'll be giving those tips, and I'll also give the tips for those that do like to spend, the whales, so to speak. I guess I'm kind of a whale myself. But yeah, I think we'll do all that next stream. I was gonna go over this stream, but we're already running at 2 hours, and I am hungry. I'm starting to get hangry. But I want to say appreciate it. Thank you, Cicada Babe, for being an absolute goat with all the gifted subs and the dono. Appreciate it. You've been massively huge. I don't think she's here. I think she's playing Minecraft. But shout out to you. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the new followers. And if you like this content, you want to see more of it, hit the follow button. It's free real estate. And also, if you have a Prime membership, don't necessarily have to use it here, but use it on somebody. Just show some love either to me, some other streamer. Just show them some love. If you got that Prime membership, go ahead and use it. Also, subscribe here if you want to. I do play Valorant and all those other games as well. Valorant seems to be my go-to. I've been loving it. Which, when I get off stream, I'm actually going to go check to see what's in my store. See what kind of skins they got, because it upgraded, or it updated about an hour ago, so I want to see what I got going on. But, yeah, we'll be around. If you came in late, or if you left early, the VOD will be up on Twitch for 30 days. That's just how Twitch is. And I will be uploading this on YouTube. Expected to be on my YouTube channel tomorrow. At some time. I don't know how long it takes to upload. But check that out tomorrow if you missed most of this. And the link is down in the description below. Got the YouTube channel down there. Also the Discord. If you want to join and get some updates. Or just chat with me if I'm in there. But I hope everybody has a good night. Coco's trying to chew on my foot, so I gotta give her some attention. And I'm gonna go make some food. Y'all been wonderful. Y'all been great. Have a good night. See you next stream. Peace.